again, everybody. Welcome back to our lesson on OTC medicine safety. This is the third and final video of our lesson. And in this video, we are going to talk about medicine and measuring tools. Again, I'm Grace.
And I'm Jordan.
And we are second-year pharmacy students at UW-Madison. So let's get started.
First, let's start off with some vocabulary. The dose or dosage form is the amount of medicine that you should take as indicated by the directions section of the label. A dosing device is the syringe, cup, or other tool that comes with your over-the-counter medicine. The devices are specific to each medicine, and it is important that you never substitute a dosing device with a kitchen spoon or any other household measuring device.
On this slide, we have some pictures of an oral syringe and a dosing cup. The oral syringe is on the top of the slide, and the dosing cup is on the bottom. When measuring a liquid medicine, using an oral syringe would be best if you have it because it is most accurate. Oftentimes, your pharmacist would be able to give you one of these for free, so just ask. These do come in different sizes, so make sure you know which size you have before measuring your oral liquid.
On this slide, we have examples of a medicine dropper on the top and a medicine spoon on the bottom of the slide. These will most likely come in the package with the over-the-counter medicine if they will be needed for measuring.
So just like our previous videos, we have a little bit of a game to check our understanding of medicine measuring tools. For this game, we have a syringe, as you can see on the slide, and we're going to try to figure out how much liquid is in the syringe. The liquid here is represented by that purple box. So I'm going to ask you how much liquid is in this syringe, and we'll work it out together after I give you a little bit of time to figure it out. All right, so if you said 1 milliliter, that is correct. So as you can see, this syringe has 5 big tick lines, 1 for 1 milliliter, 2 for 2, and so forth. The purple liquid goes up to that 1 ml tick mark, so there is 1 milliliter of fluid in this syringe.
Okay, now let's take a look at this syringe. How much purple liquid is filling the syringe? If you said 8 milliliters, you are correct. Now it's really important to point out that in the previous slide, our syringe only went up to 5 milliliters, but now in this slide, it is going up to 10 milliliters. So always when using a syringe, make sure you know how big the syringe is before you start measuring any liquid.
So why is it important to take the correct dose and measure it out correctly anyways? Well, if you take too much of the medicine, it could make you sick. If it's really bad, you might have to go to the emergency room. And if you don't take enough medicine, you won't feel better and you'll be sick for longer. We don't want either of those things to happen, so it's important to measure your doses correctly.
Okay, so let's review the major lessons of all of our presentations today. First off, it is very, very important that you read the drug facts label whenever you get an over-the-counter medicine. That's where you will find all of the information that you will need to be able to use that medicine safely. Second, know the dose. It's very, very important that you take the correct dose so that you don't take too little or too much like we talked about in the last slide. Third, if you have any questions, you can ask a pharmacist, a nurse, your doctor, or a parent or trusted adult. Do not ever guess on how much medicine you should take. And finally, know the active ingredients in that medicine. Again, that's going to be at the very top of the drug facts label, and it's important to know what the medicine is and what it is used for so that you make sure you take it correctly.
If you or maybe a trusted adult is interested in learning more about OTC medicine safety, these are two websites that you can check out on the internet to find out more. You can always ask a healthcare person, parent, or a trusted adult about OTC medicines too. And that brings us to the end of our 3-part series on OTC medicine safety. We hope you guys learned a lot about OTC medicines and learned something new. We hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks.